my name is Laurie McCracken, and I come from Massachusetts. I grew up in New England, and I've just recently moved here to Washington. I am currently in the certification program, and I am so grateful that I took those 12-session mastery classes before coming here. And what I realized is because it's such deep, rich learning and experiencing, that at least those 12 sessions allowed me to get a taste of what was going to come. And it allowed like the seed to be planted within me, so it wasn't totally new. And as we keep going into the classes, I'm just realizing there's a depth and a richness that I don't think I would have been able to grasp the way that I am now, to be able to embody it if I hadn't taken those 12 sessions beforehand. So I'm really grateful I did that. It's really truly been a phenomenal experience for me, because what I love is to be able to utilize what I'm learning and bring it into my own life. And I have to say that this course has allowed me to do that in a way, because of it's so comprehensive, it's so supportive, that I don't think I've experienced anywhere else. And I've taken a lot of courses and done a lot of, personal growth type things. And I've enjoyed all of those, but there's something deep and rich and all-encompassing here that I'm experiencing like all at the same time. So that means that as I bring those practices into my own life, I feel like it's becoming a way of life. And that is benefiting every aspect of my life, particularly the connection that I find with myself now, that I feel like I'm healing from the inside out. Like so much of my life, I've looked for things on the outside with the hope that it would heal me on the inside. And those things have supported me and helped me in some ways, but this really gets to the root, to the depth of my own like searching, longing, seeking, and wanting to free myself from my own pain in life. And this is really getting to the core of it. And so healing from the inside out is such an amazing and different experience, and yet the most beautiful thing that I've ever experienced in my life. And this course has really helped me to connect with myself in a way that I never knew was possible. And it chokes me up because it's really such profound healing through that connection that I never knew was possible. And I never knew how beautiful and enjoyable that experience could be, which just enriches my whole life. My relationship with myself extends out to the relationship I have with friends and clients and everyone in my life. It just takes it to a whole new level. And feeling spiritually connected, feeling connected to the world, and also feeling hope. Another thing also is that I feel much more focused. I get clarity much easier. I am much more peaceful. I've been an anxious person for forever, and I'm just finding that I'm much calmer. If something's coming up, inside of me or outside of me that's chaotic or confusing, I have the tools now to be able to calm myself down, to support someone else to do that too, in a way that is much deeper and works faster for me than anything that I've ever experienced before. Working with Devi and the team has just been a phenomenal experience, because the support here has been something, again, that I've never experienced in this way. And I think everything that I did up until this point helped me to be ready to open myself up. I don't think I was able to receive support like this before. And having it here and feeling heard and seen and accepted for who I am in these vulnerable areas in my life of sexuality, of shame, of worthlessness in a lot of places, that it's really given me I think it's exactly the support I needed to be able to solidify the connection that I'm experiencing with myself. That's not easy to find. It's a really sacred, safe space that Devi and all the teachers provide here. And I think because I've had the experience of how it's opened me up, and it's including my sexuality with my humanity, which is something that was really the deepest wound I had and didn't know how to heal. And so doing that and experiencing that for myself is really, I'm so excited about being able to use these practices and teach these practices, just because it's like it's been the difference that's made the biggest difference for me in my life. And I know that for anyone else that resonates with this, it can do the same. And so to me, it's like the antidote or the remedy, the solution that our world needs today. And it's on a deep level. So it's getting to the root cause of so much of the anger, so much of the shame, so much repression that is just rampant in our society, in our world. And, you know, one of the greatest needs I feel is to be able to make a contribution. And now I feel better qualified to do that with everything that I've done up until now. And this just enhances it, enriches it, and makes it a much more complete, comprehensive healing that I can offer. And that I'm walking and talking myself as I do it, so that I know that it's really my presence, that our presence, that makes the difference. And I feel really excited and so profoundly grateful to have found this course and feel like I can solidly make a difference in the world through this. If this resonates, if you feel like this calls to you at all, I would encourage you, I would actually implore you to listen to that wisdom, to that voice within you, because it's life itself calling you. And you are so worth the investment, the time, and the joy and the freedom that can come from answering that calling. It was a big risk for me to take, and I wanted to move across country in order to work personally with Devi, and I am so grateful that I did that. That's not necessary to do, but for me, that was what I knew I needed to do. And moments of self-doubt and wondering and expense and all those kinds of things all fell into a place in such a way that I never could have imagined. And I knew it was for me saying yes to what I most deeply desired to do, and believing in that and trusting it. And I am so grateful.